Imagine a courtroom filled with anticipation, where a simple traffic case unexpectedly turns into a moment of profound realization. This story begins with Judge Alan Peterson, a man known for his stern demeanor and commitment to the law. On a typical Monday morning, Judge Peterson was presiding over a series of minor cases when Olivia Harper, a black woman with an air of quiet confidence, walked into the room. To most, she appeared to be just another defendant, but as events unfolded, it became clear that Olivia was far from ordinary. Olivia Harper had been cited for running a red light. The fine was $250, a seemingly minor issue, yet Olivia felt compelled to contest it. She believed the circumstances surrounding the violation were unjust, and she wanted her voice to be heard. Judge Peterson, however, was not particularly interested in hearing explanations. To him, the law was straightforward, and excuses were unnecessary. "The law is the law," he said firmly, issuing the fine without much deliberation. What Judge Peterson didn't realize was that Olivia Harper wasn't just a concerned citizen, she was a state senator. Her identity wasn't immediately apparent because Olivia, known for her humility, had chosen not to highlight her position. She believed in fairness and wanted her case to be judged on its merits, not her title. However, as the proceedings continued, the court clerk inadvertently revealed her full name and title while reading the case details aloud. The revelation sent ripples through the courtroom. Judge Peterson's expression shifted from indifferent to visibly flustered. He paused, his usual confidence momentarily shaken. It was a rare moment when the authority of the bench encountered the moral weight of a public servant who had dedicated her life to justice and equality. The judge stammered slightly before addressing Olivia with a newfound respect. "Senator Harper," he said, his tone markedly different, "I was unaware of your position. Please accept my apologies." But Olivia Harper's response was what truly captivated everyone present. With a calm yet firm voice, she replied, "Your Honor, my title shouldn't matter. Justice should be impartial. I'm here today as a citizen seeking fairness, not as a senator demanding privilege." Her words hung in the air, resonating deeply with those who heard them. The room fell silent, and even Judge Peterson seemed to take a moment to reflect on the profound truth of her statement. News of the courtroom exchange spread like wildfire. Within hours, social media platforms were abuzz with reactions. Posts and tweets highlighted the incident, with many praising Senator Harper for her composure and integrity. "A true leader," one tweet read. "This is what representation looks like," said another. The story sparked a broader conversation about the justice system and the biases that often go unnoticed within it. For Judge Peterson, the incident became a moment of introspection. Privately, he acknowledged that his initial reaction to Olivia had been influenced, at least in part, by unconscious biases. He resolved to approach his role with greater awareness and to ensure that every individual, regardless of their background, received fair treatment in his courtroom. Publicly, he expressed his admiration for Senator Harper's grace and humility, calling her a role model for citizens and leaders alike. Olivia Harper, on the other hand, used the incident as an opportunity to further her advocacy for justice reform. In interviews following the event, she emphasized the importance of addressing systemic biases and ensuring that the legal system worked equally for everyone. "This isn't just about one judge or one courtroom," she said. "It's about a culture of fairness and respect that we need to cultivate across all levels of society." Her words struck a chord with people far beyond the courtroom's walls. Advocacy groups and community leaders cited the incident as a powerful example of why representation matters. "When leaders like Senator Harper stand up for what's right," said one activist, "they inspire others to do the same. They remind us that justice is not just a concept, it's a practice that requires vigilance and courage." The story also reignited discussions about the importance of diversity in leadership. Many pointed out that Olivia Harper's presence in the state Senate was not just symbolic, but transformative. Her experiences as a black woman navigating systems of power gave her a unique perspective that enriched her work as a legislator. "Leaders who understand the challenges faced by marginalized communities are better equipped to create policies that address those challenges," wrote one journalist. Senator Harper's story is a testament to the power of lived experience in shaping effective governance. As the days turned into weeks, the incident continued to make headlines, with media outlets exploring its various dimensions. Some focused on the personal dynamics between Judge Peterson and Senator Harper, analyzing their interactions and the lessons they offered. Others delved into the systemic issues highlighted by the case, such as the prevalence of implicit bias and the need for judicial training to counteract it. The story became a catalyst for broader conversations about justice, equality, and the role of leadership in fostering societal change. For Senator Harper, the experience was both humbling and empowering. "I didn't expect this level of attention," she admitted in a candid interview. "But if it helps shine a light on the issues that matter, then I'm grateful for it. My hope is that this moment inspires others to stand up for fairness and to challenge the status quo when necessary." Her words were accompanied by action. Senator Harper introduced a series of legislative proposals aimed at increasing transparency and accountability within the judicial system. These included measures to provide implicit bias training for judges, create more opportunities for community input in judicial appointments, and establish oversight mechanisms to ensure equitable treatment for all citizens. Her initiatives received widespread support, with many hailing them as steps toward a more just and inclusive legal system. In the midst of all this, ordinary citizens found themselves reflecting on their own roles in promoting fairness and equality. Community forums and town hall meetings saw increased participation as people shared their thoughts and experiences related to justice and bias. Schools and universities incorporated discussions about the incident into their curricula, using it as a case study to explore themes of leadership, ethics, and civic responsibility. The story of Judge Peterson and Senator Harper became more than just a headline. It became a movement. It reminded people of the power of individual actions to spark collective change. It underscored the importance of humility, integrity, and courage in the face of challenges. And perhaps most importantly, it affirmed the belief that justice, true, impartial justice, is a goal worth striving for, no matter how difficult the journey may be. In the years that followed, the impact of that fateful day in the courtroom continued to resonate. Judge Peterson became a vocal advocate for judicial reform, sharing his experiences and encouraging his peers to examine their own biases. Senator Harper's legislative efforts led to tangible improvements in the justice system, earning her widespread recognition as a trailblazer in the fight for equality. And for countless individuals who heard their story, the incident served as a source of inspiration and a reminder of what's possible when principles meet perseverance. Ultimately, the story of Judge Peterson and Senator Harper is not just about a courtroom exchange. It's about the enduring quest for justice in a world that often falls short of its ideals. It's a story of learning, growth, and the transformative power of empathy. And it's a story that continues to inspire, challenging each of us to do our part in creating a fairer, more equitable society.